Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Final Boss Ron, and the video we're doing today is going to be yet another format introduced that's specific to the channel. That's right, DC is still on a roll. It seems like it was only yesterday that we've gotten the Zack Snyder Justice League release, and then even maybe the day before that we've gotten the Justice is Gray version, where people are still going out and watching the same 4-hour and 2-minute long movie in all black and white, which I definitely think I might do. Now, of course, the goal here on this channel at the arcade is all about variety, so I figured what better way would it be to kick off our first reaction video than by taking a look at the new Suicide Squad trailer that dropped just about a couple of days ago. Now, the goal here for these reaction videos is to be as genuine as possible with not only the hype, but any concerns that may be brought up from watching it. Now, even though we haven't watched the trailer personally just yet, I will say this one was slightly spoiled for me, just at least by the amount of emotions that are out there on the Twitterverse, and even from my friends who were kind of meh about the whole DC movie universe, so I'm very excited that at least this trailer is gonna have some good bits. I'm really curious as to what we're gonna see here from the last trailer. I mean, we know that there are an amalgamation of all different types of villains that are involved inside the Suicide Squad, you know, like Harley Quinn, Peacemaker, and Polka-Dot Man. I kind of really want to know what the villain could possibly be, if they're gonna repeat Enchantress, if they might try to turn on Amanda Waller, if she's even directing. I think Amanda Waller is still in it, but of course with that, any other reactions we do will definitely make sure that we kind of stay in a bubble, at least until we get to watch it, to get that genuine feel out of it. So let's go ahead and just load it up and see what we got. Alright, so, and I think too what came out was, I think the regular trailer came out, and then they put out like the red band trailer, so I'm not 100% sure how this is gonna work for if we ever try to monetize this video, especially with a red band. I'm pretty sure if there's copyrighted music alone, was that King Shark? Okay. All right, I'm locked in. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and load Homeboy up. Okay. And what we're gonna do is, I should be able to hear this, right? Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, all right, dope. So everything's up, at least on my side. Hope you guys can see everything, and hope you guys can hear everything. All right, so full screen, enhance. All right, let's see what the hell we got. I swear to God, if this doesn't play any sound for me.
You gotta be kidding me.
Okay. Oh, quality. God damn. Oh no, this is the highest quality, or is it auto? Oop. All right. Let's do this.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
It's coming from a guy that
Okay, Rick Flag.
We don't leave one of our own behind.
Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business, Colonel. These are dangerous people.
Team 2 is clear to go.
Fire on. 3.
God damn, how many villains are there? Hey, Harley!
What? We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me.
Really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can...
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry. Harley Quinn.
Blood sport.
Bloodsport, let's go. Okay.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission.
Who the fuck? Wait, what? That's not Man-Bat, is it?
You fail to follow my orders in any way,
Who the fuck is this guy?
and I detonate the
I feel like
explosive
Schnom.
device in the
Yep.
base of your skull.
The explosive bombs in the neck.
So this is the famous Suicide Squad.
Wow. Holy shit, Boomerang's back? Nice.
Num num.
King Shark, let's go. He got fucking treats. Polka-Dot Man, all right.
And
Go ahead.
King Shark's like a
Very good.
5-year-old.
we're all gonna die.
I hope so.
Polka-Dot Man, you probably are.
Here's the deal. We fail the mission, you die.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
If you cough without covering
I'm probably
your
gonna get this dude's name wrong,
That
but
isn't an open. Off without covering your mouth.
I don't know who that is.
What's the plan?
I don't know who a lot of these people are, which is actually really good as far as I'm concerned.
That you should eat a big bag of dicks.
If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, somebody said I'd eat every clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put
John Cena, man, his humor is perfect. The way he delivers his shit, it's so dry and like corny, it works.
This is suicide.
Nice. King Shark's gonna get a lot of screen time. I know it. Harley Quinn, of course, cinematography, all the crazy shit. Definitely carrying over a lot of the stuff they did from Birds of Prey.
Oh my god, we've got a freaking kaiju up in this shit!
Is that fucking Starro? No way!
I love the rain. Like angels are splooching all over us.
What the fuck was that? Bro! Holy shit, so they're after Starro?
You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester. Oh my god, we've got a freaking kaiju up in this.
They get the fuck out of here. There's no way. I can't. How is that the villain that the Suicide Squad fights? What in the hell is that? That's awesome, dude. That's really fucking awesome. Wow. Wow. I mean, there it is. Realistically, wow. So, there's a lot of good stuff in this trailer. To be honest, it didn't seem as ham hockey like the last Suicide Squad did. And I was a fan of the last Suicide Squad. Honestly, you get a lot of James Gunn's like directing style, I guess, in this movie. It definitely feels like it's taking a lot from what he was able to do with the Guardians of the Galaxy and then just kind of porting it into Suicide Squad. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it might as well be fucking Squad of the Galaxy volume like DC. I think it's gonna, I'm honestly sold on it. Did it give us a date on when it comes out? Or did it just kind of like, yeah, all right, we get the shot, getting splooged on, all the actors. August 6th. Okay, so we have at this time, well, actually, it's almost the end of March now, so we got 4 months to go, and we'll actually get this on HBO Max, which that's gonna be really good too. But compared to the last Suicide Squad movie, where it really felt like Hot Topic had vomited on an MTV commercial, and we were just getting a whole lot of edge, I like the approach that it seems like they're taking with the characters. It's not inherently trying to be so... It's not inherently trying to play so hard into kind of the darkness that is really the Suicide Squad. A bunch of villains just basically doing jobs, and if they don't do the job, they're gonna die because they have like those bombs in their neck. I like the aloofness to it. I really like what they did with King Shark too, especially going the more CGI route. They try to do this with Killer Croc in the original Suicide Squad movie that was directed by David Ayer. It was definitely kind of one of those moments where if you could go back in time and change it, they probably should have did the CGI approach. The practical effects that they did for him, he just looked like he had a really fucking huge head, but nothing was really too different about him besides just being a scaly dude. Kind of almost a backwards thing too in terms of application for CGI effects. They gave Killer Croc the practical outfit that looked kind of weird, and then Cyborg had a full CGI outfit that probably could have benefited from being more practical on his end than Killer Croc. But either which way, whatever scene he was in, you could really just look through it and see the actor behind it. It would take you out of it. So King Shark being the way he is, kind of like an adolescent shark humanoid, going through this, that's going to be fun. Definitely there's going to be some interesting dialogue between Harley Quinn and himself. This was actually a really decent surprise, and I'm excited to see where this movie is going to take the DCEU, because at this point it's safe to say we're almost in some kind of multiverse, because at this point a timeline needs to be established and we need to understand what happened with the original Suicide Squad movie, if that technically counts where we're at, or if that's written out and we're just kind of reenacting this whole world as this is the real Suicide Squad inside the timeline that has Ben Affleck's Batman and Henry Cavill, and where are we going to go with that, especially with where Justice League left off. Now with this movie and Starro's coming along, it'll be really interesting to see where Warner Brothers wants to take this, whether they're gonna basically delete and do a Flashpoint movie that kind of brings everyone back together and we start from one singular narrative point. They've already gone and confirmed that they will not be in any way, shape, or form continuing Zack Snyder's Justice League universe. So we're gonna have to do a reset of some kind, but that doesn't mean that everything needs to be reset, especially if this movie does good with the Suicide Squad. Of course, get ready. A lot of these villains that you might like that have maybe one or two good one-liners, they're probably gonna die off. This is gonna be about the equivalent of Attack on Titan, the entire show, where just don't even learn a character's name, they're probably gonna die. But if this movie does good, and if James Gunn is able to do what he did in Guardians of the Galaxy to this movie and put some of these other lesser known villains on a map to then be introduced and have their own continuity inside the DCEU, Warner Brothers will have to at least pick up on this, especially if the goal is to still try to compete with Marvel. Marvel, in terms of movies, has been asleep at the wheel for almost a good minute now. The only thing we've seen from them lately is WandaVision, and we have about maybe at this time 2 episodes of The Falcon and Winter Soldier that are out that I still haven't really seen yet, so I don't know if it sets up anything, but still, if there is any time to capitalize now, Warner Brothers and DC, this would be it to start getting these movies out there and make sure that the foot is on the gas, because if we can finally get a competitive space between the DC franchise and the Marvel franchise with regards to how these movies are going to work out, it's going to make things better not only for the casual audience but the comic book audience as well, who have been dying to see their favorite characters come to life on the big screen. So I think that's about it for our first reaction video. Of course, as more news comes out for the Suicide Squad with what gets released, if we get good enough chunks, we'll incorporate that maybe into our next episode of Patch Notes, or just in general, we'll probably do maybe another deep dive for the movie coming up itself. We'll take a look at the history of people like Bloodsport, Polka-Dot Man, and even Starro too, because he's a really big villain, especially with what he's capable of, maybe in another video. But guys, as always, if you like the reaction video and want to see more, go ahead and drop a like on the video, as well as subscribe to the channel too, and hit the bell. You'll get the notifications whenever our next reaction video goes up that will then take down. Personally, I hope we get some kind of gaming announcement that we can take a look at. It's been dry in the gaming space. We haven't had a good fighting game come out at least until July, if I'm not mistaken, for Guilty Gear. And then movies wise, I mean, honestly, I'm getting spoiled right now with all these DC movies. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you guys already haven't. And also leave in the comments below down what you liked from the Suicide Squad trailer. If there's anything specific you want to see or any moments you think that might happen between the cast that's been introduced. As I said before, I'm interested in the dynamic that's going to probably likely play out between King Shark and Harley Quinn. From the way he's being set up, he looks like he's going to be the baby face of the team, and then Harley Quinn's going to take kind of like the motherly role to him, as well as seeing Bloodsport and John Cena going against each other with their different personality takes. I think will definitely give us some interesting bits. Also too, this channel's content is as much as about you guys as it is me, so if there's anything you might want me to specifically take a look at and react to, if it makes sense for both of us, drop it in the comments below. I'll take a look at it and then we'll possibly make a video out of it. So as I said before guys, like, subscribe, bell, all that other good stuff. You guys kind of know what to do. Everyone else gives out that spiel out on YouTube. But my name's Final Boss Ron, and I'll see you guys next time.